Hello everyone, and I'll be playing One Zone Exile, and it tells the tale of Sybil, an outcast in the region where she lives, which when pursued by the local guards, needs to find a way to escape a tragic fate by concealing her identity. If there is any house other than the body itself, I have never dwelt within it. If there is any friend other than oneself, I have never met them. I thought I had known the worst griefs, stepped on every stone, endured every loss. Still, I keep moving forward. I never thought there were still sufferings for me to face. If I wanted to survive. I have the proof that I was wrong, however, suddenly arrived at my door one day. Indeed, it invaded and stripped away everything from me. I used to avoid the guards. Frequently, they came to my bazaar for inspections, sometimes violently. My body remained covered in bruises from those aggressions. No, not just mine. Many civilians bore unjust scars. Now these same guards had invaded my bazaar while I was gone. They had uncovered things I had kept secret. My books, the last memories of my family, components of my altars, my devotion symbols to the Lady of the Clouds. They were taking everything. If I showed up, they would take me too, and I would end up on a stake by the roadside. I need to flee to the Northern Kingdom. Otherwise, I'll end up with the same fate as my parents. As I thought about this, I shot through the trees, fleeing, running as fast as I could. Like prey, I was never taught anything other than this. Being hunted is the only life I know. What am I doing? I can't go to the border like this. I need to make all the necessary preparations, or I won't be able to pass through the guards. I need to look like them, act like them, erase every trace of my true self. That's the cost of living. Okay, where are we? It reads, Road to the Northern Border, my final destination. I don't know these women, yet I always see them around here. I greet you. How is your husband doing? I greet you. Busy with the forge, as always. I watch them from a distance. In this place, women are not allowed to have long hair. I wonder how they cut it off themselves. It doesn't seem difficult. Maybe my neighbor has a razor. I go in here. So we gotta blend in by cutting our hair. Path to the forge. Okay, now you in here. The door to the forge is locked, yet I don't see anyone inside through the window. I need to get in there at any cost. The smith's gone. Seems he left the forge burning. Maybe I could find something to break down the door? Nothing here. What's this? Nothing important. A tulip? Don't know if that's really important, but... What's this way? The end's over there. Oh, guards. A wagon? There must be a merchant at the inn today. Maybe I could pretend to be a merchant? Let's hope so. That'll make it easier to cross the border. This mallet is heavy, maybe I could use it. This man is dancing, but his moves are awful. It's kind of funny. But on second thought, he could dance freely while I can't. I think it's better to stop judging others and look at my own situation. This woman is attractive. She gazes at anyone who approaches her with a suggestive look. Hey, sweetie, want a piece of this? I can offer you a great deal if you're interested. No, thanks. Well, I guess each one does what they can to survive. A man drinks by himself. He bears no semblance of aggression on his face or in the way he moves. He's just there, drinking, breathing, living, without causing harm to anyone. Maybe this is what true peace is, passing through this life like a gentle breeze. Incapable of being noticed by the world, let alone causing it any harm. I could use this man's cup to start a fight. Maybe this is enough to distract the guards outside. The woman is dancing and smiling. At first, hatred boils inside me, leaving me with a bitter taste in my mouth. How can you be so happy while I'm about to die? But soon I remember when dancing used to make me feel happy, even during hardships, even on my worst days. What kind of suffering might dwell within this woman's mind as she dances? My hatred subsides and soon compassion takes flight. I don't want a world where everyone suffers like I do. I want a world where everyone can dance like this without worrying about tomorrow. Two people are talking. A man with tired eyes and a crestfallen expression is tapping his beat compulsively. I wonder if we're going to be held accountable for this one day. Would God forgive us for killing these people simply because they were different from us? The woman in front of him seems upset by this statement. Do you remember what they did to us in the past? You're going to end up on the chopping block with them. Better to cut the conversation short before anyone overhears. He soon knows I'm watching and stopped talking immediately. I tried to brush it off, but I quickly glanced at the anxious man one last time. Thank you. Honey, open the door. I promise I'll last longer this time. Sheesh. Oof. I don't think it could open. Oh, another one. I guess it just. Oh yeah, this isn't in, huh? Okay, last person. Hold up, what's this? Moonshine, a very strong drink. Maybe this can create the distraction I need. Okay, got moonshine. Let me talk to the merchant. I shouldn't talk to this merchant. Maybe he'll recognize the adornments I'm wearing. I need to get rid of them first. What you looking at? Oh, bitch? Get out? But I can't do this on his face. What can I do then? I have the moonshine. If I do this, I won't be able to come back inside. Should I pour moonshine out the guest cup? I fill the cup to the brim with moonshine. Better to get out of here before I get caught. Out here, I can hear someone yelling angrily inside the inn. What did you put in my drink? Are you trying to kill me? I got you exactly what you asked for, I swear. The shouts are echoing even here. What is happening in there? I watch the scene as the guards rush into the inn. The merchant's wagon is now vulnerable. The guards are gone, but not for long. In this wagon, I'll find my way out of here. Sorry, Mr. Merchant. Am I depriving him of his own living? I need it more than he does. Yeah. Count Borgard? Didn't know a count could be buried here. Even though it's a graveyard of high prestige, it remains a little-known place. Gaius Trevor. I heard a lot about him. According to what was said, he was responsible for hunting fugitive slaves. Now he has a beautiful grave with messages of affection. Ugh. Stella Bernstock. I met her. She was a gentlewoman, wife of a baron. She made me realize that not all of the nobles are bad. I don't see her as an enemy. Stella, pray for me from the afterlife. Maybe it's Kazu. I heard rumors about him, the man who was always fishing. Sabrina Keki? What a cute name. I think we could have been friends. Armand Silhouette. What a strange name. Probably was a stranger. Sir Alphonse. Alphonse. These people are obsessed with showy titles. Ron Doncio? What kind of name is this? Alf. The names just get weirder. Where have I already heard this name? I'll call him Alpha for short. My neighbor's always helping with anything I needed. Yet here I am breaking into their house searching for something to cut my hair. I'm sorry. I hope I don't need to do anything worse than this. But if they knew that it was to survive, they would understand. They would understand, right? My neighbor should be home, better not to be seen by her. If necessary, I could hide in that shadow. Don't want to be seen. No razor here. Oop. Might be in the kitchen. Not here. Ah, here it is. Let's cut it. Seeing this much hair flowing with the water. Your hair is growing strong and beautiful, dear. You too must grow strong and become a beautiful woman. Don't fear those who try to cut you off, and don't let the world strip you of your strength. Through difficulties, remember, Mommy will always be with you. I can't stop tears from falling. How much more I have to lose to survive? I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, can't go back in there. Oh, there's a tulip up here. I don't know how these are significant, but they are. If I go there, I won't be able to return. Am I ready to go through the border? I don't think so. I'll leave the wagon hidden here while I finish the other preparations. What else do you need to... Okay, I need to go into the... What was it called? The forge? And get something there? There's something there I need to get. Here. He's a smith. He should have thought about making a stronger door. Should I knock down the door with a mallet? Yes. I look around, seeing if there's someone nearby. I swing the mallet, but I interrupt the movement. Should I really knock down the door? I struck it once with all my might. I was hoping to knock it down on my first try, but the door stayed still. Even so, it was enough to echo through the street. I look around again. Soon enough, the smith is coming back, and the noise could have attracted someone's attention. Should I give up, or... should I hit it one more time? Yes? I hit the door again, and even though I'm shivering, the hit was stronger than the last one. Yet, it's still unbroken. Damn it. I feel the urge to cry. I look around one more time. The smith is going to be here any time now. Hit the door again. Desperately, I hit it one more time. And the door opens. Okay. Do I need a sword? There's some tools here I can use. If I put them in the furnace, maybe they'll heat up enough. Right, this is the only way. Better not to do it while I'm wearing my adornments. Be strong, Sybil, be strong. Pain is better than death. Should I erase my ancestors' marks? Oh. Do we have to? I put the fire poker in the fire. I feel nervous. I pull the fire poker from the furnace. It shines, incandescent. I thought I already knew fear after all I've been through, but now, having to torture myself? I'll be strong. I'll take a deep breath, trembling. I need to get out of here before I see my own pitiful state in the reflection of one of these armors. So from what I'm getting, she has concealed, she must be like from like a small community that whoever's in power now is trying to get rid of. I don't know, just because. Yes? I think this is enough. I see the sunrise smearing the sky in a suffocating red. At the horizon, the wall. My body shivers, but it's not cold. I can't stop even for a second. I can't stay calm even for a second. My parents died in the same situation. I survived before, but now I can have the same ending. As I get closer, I see the guards looking at me. One of them approaches. I feel the crossbows pointing at me. The guard looks at me from top to bottom. His stare is cold, so cold that when it touches my skin, it feels like burning and opening wounds. These seconds of silence are uncomfortable. He doesn't hesitate to analyze me cautiously. Then they inspect me as well, checking my belongings. They verify everything I have with me, which isn't much. What is this? One of them asked, touching something I had in my bag. It's nothing. I tried to reply and get away from him. The guards seem to get furious. I see the crossbows pointed in my direction. Come back here now. For this command, I stay still. The guard approaches me, finds my inner pockets, and from there, he takes my Lady of the Clouds idol. Ooh. The man gets scared and takes a step back. Everyone looks incredulous at that sight. It's my chance to escape. I take advantage of them being distracted to run into the forest. However, as soon as I try to escape, I feel something binding me. It's my pendant. It doesn't matter how much I try to escape, I can't free myself from it. I look back just to see what the guard was about to grasp my pendant before I can flee. Without reaching for his sword, he firmly holds the adornment with both his hands and tangles it around my neck. As soon as I feel the metal tighten my throat, I know I'll not be able to escape from there. The muscles from my neck crush. I can't breathe anymore, and even my right to scream was taken from me. I feel like I could grasp will soon decapitate me, and sincerely I wish my head detached from my body as soon as possible. But not even this wish was granted. So, everything I have left is to wait until my despair turns into silence. Ending 3, Death by Vanity. Suddenly he becomes aggressive. A witch! He wields his spear and the other guards follow him. Please no. I tried to run past them, attempting to force my passage through the border. Did they see my ancestors' marks? One of the guards holds me tight, while the other gets closer. I feel the cold steel piercing through my body. I tried to keep running, but other blades hit me. I keep moving, trying to survive. Oh god, it's brutal. Ending 1, Blood Markings. Forgotten Shattered Statue. People around here don't know who she is. They think she's just an unknown woman. I recognize her. She's the Lady of the Clouds. Trace of the days when we were once walked freely on these lands. Now taken from us. Lady of the Clouds, please protect me. Oh, this is new. I can see there's no one buried here. The body probably was removed by looters. This world lives under sin during the entire day, from dawn to dusk. And when we go to bed thinking we'll finally rest, there are the thieves taking advantage from our most vulnerable moment. The name was erased. Hope you're seeing me wherever you are. I can read Elton, a common name. I asked myself what kind of person he was. Another one without a name. I wonder if there's someone who knows who you were. Another tulip. My culture flowing downstream. Should I really throw them in the water? Yes. I begin by throwing the adornments I have with me. They are lightweight, so they quickly drift away with the current. Take off my bandana, it flows away with the river's current, leaving my hair exposed. At last I take the idol of the Lady of the Clouds into my hands. Forgive me, my lady. I carefully release it into the river. Goodbye, Sybil. The stair is cold. The seconds of silence are uncomfortable. He doesn't hesitate to analyze me cautiously. Then they inspect me as well, checking my belongings. And they find nothing, since I have already gotten rid of everything I had. Next, he looks at my hair. The urge to cry is overwhelming, but I need to remain steadfast. Halt, introduce yourself. I greet you, my name is Indrid. That's how the women were talking. I greet you, Indrid. For what purpose are you seeking to cross the border? I am a merchant just coming home. I'm a merchant, I'm just passing by. Right? The man hears my answer and looks at his companions. All of them seem cautious with the answer. Merchant? And what do you sell? At this moment, my mind seeks a convincing answer but stops midway. I sell... Needing to explain yourself in such an intimidating situation isn't easy. One more time, merchant of what? I can't think of an answer. I should have asked the merchant at the inn about his good. I see one of the guards coming my way and... I run. This is the answer that crossed my mind. What? Grab her, quick! I hear the sound of crossbows shooting in my direction. One of them hit me in the upper part of my belly, but I managed to run into the forest. I run for a long time until I can't hear the sound of the armors behind me anymore. My only opportunity, and I got rid of everything I had. To fail. Running like prey. Excuse me, mister? Good, you arrived. Come bring me more mead. Does he think I'm an attendant? Haven't you brought me my mead yet? Oh, mead. Okay, this I'll get him to talk to me. Mead? Is he here? He asked for mead, then that's it. Here it is, your mead. Finally. He takes the bottle and drinks from the neck. Maybe it's not so bad that he thinks I'm an attendant. Are you planning to spend the night, mister? I can arrange a room for you. Yeah, I make sure you do it right. I'll be leaving at dawn. Why the hurry? Can't you stay a bit longer and drink with us? It would be good, but I can't. That cargo isn't going to deliver itself. Cargo? What are you delivering? Ores of all kinds. They're lacking in the capital. That will surely keep the capital smiths in your hands. Ha, you understand business. You should come with me. I can't leave the inn, but thank you for the invitation. I move away from the table. Ores for the capital? Right. I see. And that's what I'll do. Okay. I'm a merchant taking some ores to the north. For what I said, the guard remains silent for a few seconds. He calls his companions and together they inspect the wagon. I give them the merchant's passage license that was kept in the wagon. They seem convinced. At last they ask me one final question. To whom are you going to honor while in the Northlands? Oh, I have no idea. To the Emperor our Lord? To the God King our Lord? To the King our Lord? God King? For my answer, they forced me to take the God King oath. Vow. I solemnly swear to honor the God King, our Emperor and Lord. In this way, I renounce loyalty to every other god that are the lords of the damned. Finishing these words made my mouth become dry and bitter. I feel bad, but I need to proceed anyway. The guard gathered, talked, and exchanged glances. Then they looked back at me. My body is trembling. I lose my breath. 3 guards approach me, and I can only feel that it's over. I close my eyes. I couldn't do it, Mom. I'll meet you soon. You can proceed. What? My wagon moves forward, but my body can't stop trembling even for a second, and so I head towards the horizon of the neighboring kingdom. I know that merchant's going to be mad. The wagon moves on in the dawn, and the landscape would be marvelous if I didn't feel so defeated and weak. There were no birds' chirps, no flower fragrance. I thought that getting past the border would be the best sensation in the world, but it seems it's only the beginning. Are the pastures painted red, or is it only the blood shed until now, dyeing my vision? I look ahead. I see nothing. No stops or cities, no people. No future. My body hurts, my scars burn, and I can't help but think that, after all this, I have no certainty if I'll see tomorrow. When I look up, the clouds are far away. I know, Lady of the Clouds. I rejected you. Now I'm truly alone. No homeland, no family, and no God. Everything was taken from me. I stopped the wagon. I approached the river with my eyes closed to drink some water. I take one sip. I take another. Unintentionally, I open my eyes. I see my reflection on the water's surface. Who are you? Who are you, one that I see? You're not Sybil. You're not the person I've always known. Where is the long hair that your mother once brushed with such care? And where is the pride of decorating yourself beautifully, carrying on your arms the traces of your culture? Where are the paintings that once symbolized fidelity to your own tradition, and the face determined to live now vanished forever? I don't recognize you by your appearance, your faith, or your spirit. Are you someone whom everything was taken? But it's better to hurt than to die. Either way, how much longer have you prolonged your own life? Who are you? She had to strip everything of herself to survive, basically. Okay, let's answer this wrong to the Emperor, our Lord. As I said that, what follows is silence. Woman, recite to us the God King vow. Vow? I took a look around. Everyone is looking at me with serious stares. I vow to the Emperor. I don't know this damn vow. I vow to be faithful to the Emperor. She doesn't know. One of the guards interrupted me. I just don't remember, that's it. That's a lie. You don't know. You don't even lend yourself to using the correct honorific. Honorific? To the Emperor? Take her inside, we'll teach her how to behave accordingly. No. You can't even say something. They take me inside the wall, and when the priest appears to bless me, he finds the mark of the Lady of the Clouds internally scarred into my body. Take this woman. Only fire could ever purify her of her past. No. 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 They can really bring people an unimaginable pain. Next, he looks at my hair. Do you know that women shouldn't have hair this long? The guard approaches determined. I try to defend myself with my arms, but he grabs my hair. I'll cut them for you. He's brute in actions and pulls me to his direction. He wields his sword and starts cutting my hair violently. I struggle, but I can't let go. Suddenly, he looks at my face. Is that you, the woman of the bazaar? He recognized me. I tried to escape, but he holds me with a tight grip. He pulls me into the wall. Oh no. An animal to the slaughterhouse? Ugh. Okay, let's do the wrong greeting. Good morning, my name is Indrid. My words sound strange for him. Then I remember. Did I get the greetings right? It's just a small detail, but people here are used to greet in a different manner than my people. I already had so many cases like this in the bazaar that I should have been used to it, but the guard seems to be analyzing me more cautiously, and then he gives me an aggressive look. Wait, aren't you the woman from the bazaar? No. I follow my first instinct, which is running as fast as I can. Tried to trespass, but as soon as I notice the gates are closed, a bolt crosses my body and I fall down without strength. So much pain, so much blood, my vision becomes dizzy and I can only feel the world fading out. No. I know that for you, I'm only another victim. But this life, is this the only one I have? Oh my god. I got the greeting wrong. Right, so I don't have the merchant wagon. For what I said, the guard remained silent for a few seconds. And where are these oars? Oars. The oars. You said you are delivering oars to the Kingdom of the North? Where are they? I remained silent. The guards exchanged glances. One of them tightened his grip on the spear and pointed at me. I left my wagon at the start of the road. I'll get it as soon as you let me pass. The guard listens attentively, then softens his stance as he lets the lance rest at his side. I feel relieved. Then go get your wagon and we'll let you through. I nod and return my way. As soon as I lose sight of the guards, I run into the forest. I'll need to find another escape route because in the end, I wasted the best chance I had. I mean, she's alive this time. I lost my only chance. But you're alive, the struggle continues, unfortunately. And that is the end of one's own exile. This is sad because, this has happened to people over the course of history. Clearly, Sybil was living during a time where some huge kingdom decided that everyone must follow the same religion, look the same way, act the same way, and her people have been basically slaughtered. And she's probably the last left. I don't know how she survived all by herself in this world, but up until this point, I guess they finally were thoroughly searching for her people, basically. So she had to basically just burn and cut off parts of herself to fit in like the rest. But I think the only shining light of hope here is that she still has her memories, at least of her culture. Even though she doesn't have the physical things to remember them by, she still has her memories, and I think that's the most important thing here. Well, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.